Hi everyone, this is Andrew Tan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about freeing up space on your Windows 10 or 11 ARM virtual machine running on the M1 Apple Silicon Mac. If you haven't managed to install Parallels yet on the M1 Apple Silicon Mac, then please follow this video tutorial. You can also download Parallels with a free trial for 14 days. And if you click on the link in the description and use the code AppleWiki10, you'll get a 10% discount and you'll be helping to support this channel and also the work that I do. So I've got Windows 11 ARM running on my M1 Mac computer, and sometimes it will run out of space very quickly. If you install a lot of games or applications, then you're going to be running out of space frequently. So the main thing to realize is that we can't really do much from the Mac side. So here, for example, I've got my About This Mac storage tab open, and we can click Manage here. And we can actually see that Parallels VM is consuming 161 gigabytes of space. And there's not really a huge amount that we can do about this. We can do things like delete snapshots if you've got big snapshots. There are options here to reclaim space, but basically, if you've already done these options, then the Mac side is not going to be sufficient. We're going to need to actually go into the virtual machine to do it, and we're going to need to use the traditional Windows tools to do so. So I'm going to go into my Windows 11 machine, and as you can see here, there is a lot of text files. So text files typically do not consume a lot of space, and they're not going to really help that much because this is less than a megabyte's worth of space. Remember, when you clear files from Windows, if you're not familiar with it, you need to also clear the recycle bin in order to delete those files permanently and actually reclaim space. So what you actually find is that it's quite hard to find where the space is being consumed. It's not really that easy. There isn't a simple built-in tool that will help with this issue, so we're going to have to use a third-party tool. So my favorite one is this one called WinDirStat, and I'll leave a link to this in the description. We just go to windirstat.net, then we go to the download section here, and then we download from FossHub, and this is a legitimate download area, and we're going to click download the Windows installer, and I'm going to click on the file when it downloads, and we're going to install it. So here we're just going to accept the terms of the agreement and then click next and next and next, and then we're going to run the application. So the main thing here is that we have a C drive. So this is a kind of virtual C drive, and we're going to double click on it to do a scan. So you can already see that it's basically creating a bunch of trees of your folders and your file structure and where the space is being consumed. So at the moment it's saying that program files is using up 63% at the moment. Basically we want to wait until this bar is completed before we make any judgments. So here the scan is completed. I'm going to maximize this window, and basically what we have is a tree folder here, and we also have a graphical view of the actual computer itself and all of the space that is being consumed by the virtual machine. So basically each square represents a file, right? So, and each larger square represents like a folder. So all of these purple ones are all related, and when you mouse over, you can see at the bottom we have the path of the file as well as the kind of file explorer view of this here too. So as we can see, visually, I can see that a huge chunk of this space is basically being consumed by FIFA 21. So I've been trying to test this game, and Origin games, they prefer being installed on a C drive rather than an external drive. So this is what is taking up a huge amount of space at the moment. So I could easily delete this game, or I could move on to the next one. I can also sort by size here. So we've got a few things in the Origin section here. We've got some Windows stuff. Basically the stuff inside the Windows folder we can't really delete. But I think the biggest gain that we can probably make here is to delete FIFA 21. I think what I'm going to do is to click on here and then right click on the FIFA 21, and then if I wanted to delete this, I will just click the delete to recycle bin or no delete permanently here, and then that would free up a huge amount of space here. So basically you can use this tool to go around and see what files need to be removed. Obvious ones like games we can just delete straight away. There's other things which we cannot move, but some things take up a surprising amount of space. So for example here, this is my Fallout 4 save game. I've only identified this because I was able to look at this green square here, and each of these files represents a save game. So these are 10 megabytes, which are not a lot individually, but when they add them all together, they consume like a few gigabytes of space. And basically you want to go through every single file that you want, and then when you found a file that you want to delete, then we can just do that here. So let's delete these Fallout 4 saves. I'm going to click on the X button here. So I've got an option here, recycle or X, to permanently delete. I'm going to permanently delete these Fallout 4 saves. I don't mind because I know that they're going to be cloud synced via Steam. and that's going to free up some space. I can actually check this by going to Explorer and going to this PC, and we can see kind of the progress bar here of how much space is available. So please use this tool to make sure that you've freed up enough space on your computer. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.